Hey guys, um, here it is, Friday night, and what am I doing? Of course, I'm in the kitchen. Um, Tonight, I'm going to make a chocolate pie. It's going to be a homemade pie, the chocolate is, but I'm using a pie crust that I bought. And I bought this at Christmas. It's been in my freezer up until now. And I was telling Larry I was going to make a homemade chocolate pie and do a video. And he was like, "Well, you should go ahead and make a pie crust as well." And I'm like, "That is not happening." So we're using this, and I'm preheating my oven to 375. And while that's doing that, let me get a fork, and I'm going to let's see. Maybe you can. There we go. I'm gonna poke holes in it all over. You know, I do a lot in this kitchen. I cook a lot and I can a lot. And, I made some lard and I really messed up on that video. And I was going to show y'all, this is what it turned out to be. But it seems to be, not that I cooked it fast or anything like that, but it had more lean in the fat, in the pork fat than I wanted. And it does have like a real bacon taste or a meaty taste to it. So I used it once and I didn't, I haven't used it anymore. I'm not going to. But actually, we got some more that the guy I was telling you about. He called and he had some better hog fat for us to use. And so I made several and it turned out 10 times better. And I really done it the same way as I had showed in that video. And I probably should have done another video on that, but I didn't. But it turned out, I think I got like 12 quarts, maybe. I think it was like 12 quarts. I've got enough to last for a long time. So I was really tickled with that. And actually, I'm gonna make biscuits tonight as well, and I was gonna try that, and I'll let y'all know how that goes. But all I do is I'm poking some holes. It's gonna take forever for my stove to start, get heated up, or I think it does. That was another thing I was going to tell you guys. I don't know about y'all. We've been in this house almost a year now, and we went to Lowe's last year to pick out the stove and the refrigerator and the dishwasher. It was all set at Lowe's, and I love everything, and I thought I would really like this glass top stove, and it's pretty to look at. It really is pretty to look at. But I'm used to the eyes where you can see what's going on, and it's more constant, I guess, or consistent. And me and Larry both hate this stove. I mean, it's okay to cook on a little bit, but when you start getting into canning and preserving your food and stuff like that, it just isn't up to standards for me. So we are talking about taking this out and getting another stove. And I don't know, there's no natural gas run through here. But he's talked about getting a gas stove, many times. I don't know if he's going to do that or not. And that's something I've never cooked on, is like natural gas. I don't even, I don't man the grill. So if we grill out, he cooks. And I'll do everything in here. I just don't grill. So, I don't know if he's going to do that or if we're going to find, one with burners, the coal burners or not. We just don't know yet, but I do know that I really don't like the stove. It's aggravating to me. But back to this. So I'm going to try. Maybe you can see me, I don't know. But we're going to put a cup of milk, and I'm going to beat these eggs, 3 eggs, going to set this on medium heat. I'm going to let that melt. And now I'm just going to sift what I've got left to put in here after this melts down. I've got a cup of sugar. I've got 4 tablespoons of flour. I use all-purpose flour in this. I have 3 tablespoons of the cocoa, Hershey's, not cocoa, Hershey's chocolate. And then I've got a half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to sift this all together. Now I use the pink Himalayan salt in any of my recipes. It's real fine Himalayan salt, the pink Himalayan salt. And they say it's better for you. I don't know, I use it. And everything tastes pretty good, so we're just heating this up. Come on, stove. When this gets to 350, I will be right back. Okay, guys. I went ahead and cooked my pie shell. It was 375 for 12 minutes. It's good and brown, or a light brown. And I've melted my butter and combined all of this. We're going to get it a little bit warm because I took it off the heat there for a minute. And I was thinking a while ago, I might as well just go ahead and cook supper for you guys tonight too. It's not going to be anything much. I believe we're going to have like some hamburger steaks and potatoes. And I may make a little salad and a homemade chocolate pie, minus the shell, the pie shell. But oh well, right? I don't know if you guys can see this or not. My little gingerbread spatula. I love this little thing. My mom gave it to me for Christmas, and I use it all the time. When I was growing up, everybody called me Gingerbread. Hence the name Ginger. So, if I do videos, you'll see little things sitting here around gingerbread stuff that I can't just put up. You know, I put it out at Christmas, I used to, but I have a whole lot of stuff. But I don't use it as much as I used to, but you'll see some things that's sitting up. I have a gingerbread house over there that my daughter-in-law's mother gave me, Roxanne Hoffman. Shout out to her. And it sits up there on my cabinet, and it's beautiful, and it's beautiful when it's lit up. But my bulb is broke. Well, it went out, so you know, I hadn't found another one for it, but it sits up there. It's really pretty. Okay, guys, I've sifted everything together, and now all I'm going to do is put this in here. And we're just going to work it up. I'm going to do a little bit of time here. You know, I was really, I used to try to make chocolate pies, and I had come across the recipe. And what I could kick myself for is my grandma used to make homemade chocolate pies all the time. And I never got her recipe or never watched her. I just loved to eat it. And I could just kick myself for not getting her recipe. But this is the closest that I found. And it's really good, quick little recipe to use. But I had tried before. I remember one time it was at Christmas. I was trying to make one, and I made 3 that day, and they were just, every one of them it wasn't consistent. They weren't getting thick, and it was just, they turned out terrible. And I swore I'd never make another one. And I was watching on YouTube this lady that I follow. It's called Whippoorwill Hollow, I believe. And I can't remember her name. She's the sweetest thing, though. And I thought, well, that just looks so simple. So I thought, well, I can try it again. And so I did, and it turned out really good. And I believe this is going to be lumpy for some reason. But you can feel the consistency. It'll start thickening up. And it may take it a minute. You just got to keep stirring. Oh, that's looking better. It does have a few lumps, but what happened, I believe, is I melted everything too soon. I should have went ahead and done my pie crust first, but I didn't, and then I had to pull it off the stove. So don't do that. Make sure you do your pie crust first, and then begin all of this. But it's still going to be really good. Yeah, it's looking really good. I had talked to my daughter-in-law today, and she is wanting me to make her some of the cinnamon rolls I make. She really likes them. She likes the looks of them. I've not ever made that for her or that. Or I made the chocolate pie and for Christmas, and my son told me, he said, well, it's not Meemaw's. Of course, nothing is, so. Oh, you got to start to thicken up now. It's going to be a little lumpy, I believe, guys. It is thickening up. Gosh, that looks good. It smells good, too. And I know exactly what I did wrong, so. But it's still going to be good. Okay, and we're going to turn that off. And we're going to pour that right in. Gosh, y'all, that looks good. can see that, but guys, that looks so good. And I'm going to set this right over here to cool. And we're going to get, now what I do with my potatoes, let's go ahead and put this on here. Now I use red potatoes tonight is what I'm normally using, or what I don't normally use that, but we're just going to put them in here, some water. We're going to boil them for a good while, and I got 4. We'll eat 2 tonight, just me and Larry, and I've got 2 more in there for in the morning. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and cut them up and fry them for breakfast. Works out great for us. So, but that's all I do is boil them. And normally I would do them in a crock pot in tin foil, and I would cook them for probably about 4 or 5 hours. And these potatoes, they don't do well in the crock pot, and that's why I just stick them in the water and let them go ahead and get soft. So when these get ready, I will bring you back, and I will be frying up my hamburger and making my salad, and I'll bring you right back. Okay guys, I went ahead and I've got my potatoes on, and instead of doing a salad tonight, what I'm going to do is I went ahead and opened up some green beans and corn that I had canned this past year, and I got them on. I forgot I had them up here to cook, so I just said, well, we'll just have those instead. So now I'm going to get on my hamburger steak. I'll let you see these that I'm cooking. So I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to do about a medium heat, and I'm going to put a little bit of oil. This hamburger is pretty lean, so I'm going to let that get hot, and then I'll stick that on. And I was going to make biscuits, but I decided not to, because I had some leftover hot dog buns. And so what I do is I put a little bit of butter on the hot dog buns, and my garlic salt, if I can find it. And I just sprinkle garlic salt on it. And Larry has told me to stop buying like Texas toast and stuff like that, because the hamburger buns and the little bit of butter and garlic salt is better than the Texas toast. Because he doesn't like a lot of butter, and it's like that stuff is just like saturated in butter. So I'm just going to not buy anymore. Come on. I was trying to see if my pot was hot. My pan. Now these green beans and corn, you know, I add salt when I'm canning them. So I don't add any salt at all to any of it. And, I mean, it's just, it's good the way it is. And I'm going to use on my meat tonight, I'm going to use Jane's Crazy garlic seasoning salt. And I'm going to grind up some black peppercorn to put on it. And that's going to be my supper, y'all. And I'll bring you back after all this is done so you can see. Okay, guys, I wanted to show you just a little sneak peek of what this looks like. So hold on just a second. It smells so good. Now I cook all my water out of my green beans. I don't take them up until, you know, they're almost completely dry. But that hamburger steak is looking really good. If you wonder what that pot is doing on there, we heat with wood, and it gets so dry up here, so I keep it on the stove most of the time. But that's it. I wanted to show you, and also you know, of course, my hamburger buns with butter, and it may look like a lot of butter, but it's really thin sliced, so it's not as much as what you think. And then I put the garlic salt on top of that. So, all right, we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, I'm finished. It took me just a minute, so I wanted to make sure that I got everything out and on the counter here. So I'm going to show you my hamburger. If I can stop this just. Okay, what better time to introduce Larry? I talk about him all the time. All right, take a bite and tell everybody what you think.
It's good.
How's the burger or the hamburger steak?
Wonderful.
Keep it up. Taste some of them green beans.
I know the green beans are good.
He loves green beans and corn, y'all. All right, just wanted to say, just wanted to catch this on video. So, anyway, we're gonna eat, and I will see y'all later. Okay, guys, that's it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video. I did. Haven't done one lately, but I thought it was a good time. It's just a rainy, dreary old Friday night, and nothing more to do but to sit here and cook and eat. But if you like this video, please like this and subscribe. And also, you can donate to my channel if you'd like. I'll leave everything down below. I really appreciate it again, and I will see y'all again next time. Thanks.